I feel like Mr. Rogers. I'm just kind of, well, hello. Good morning. I don't know what on earth I'm doing. I figured, fuck it. I'll just, start somewhere and we'll see what happens. Okie dokie artichokey. I think we've pretty much got this figured out by now. So I'm looking at my wall of love over here. There's a German license plate that we have hanging up, and it's in German. I should look up how to say it. But anyway, it says I love, and I didn't really know what to do with it, and then decided, hey, I should probably just, hang up everything that I love and kind of surround that sign with everything that I love. So I did. You'll see my kids' artwork. You'll see my family, just kind of all of us together. I'm going to keep adding to it. It's a cool thing for me. I'm going to encourage the people who have been helping out around here. My sister, Eric, my sister, April, my friend, Eric, and then my mom, Colleen. You'll see tidbits, of them, but I really encourage them to kind of surround that with things that they love too. Yeah. Other than that, you'll just see, kind of quirkiness about me around here. So, because I am who I am, and I think how I think, because I feel the need to put some context around everything that's going on out here, and kind of just with me. So out here, I mean the shop. If you know me well, you probably do if you're watching this one or one of these first few videos, you'll know that I've been working hard trying to get a business going and kind of getting its own legs. So I owned Rad Wash. That morphed into Rad Wash and Tint. And then this year I decided, after, my grandfather passed away and had this kind of Volkswagen restoration business, that I was just going to roll it all up into one business, which, probably not the best idea in the world, but whatever. It's an idea and I run with ideas. So now we're Rad Auto Works, even though I have my Rad Wash and Tint shirt on. You can call us whatever. We're just rad no matter what. So anyway, kind of rolled up the Volkswagen restoration business up, like I said, into my business. We moved everything, all the physical items, all the inventory, all the cars, not all of the cars. We have some cars here. We have more vehicles at other undisclosed locations. Anyhow, it's all here at the shop. We're, double time, triple time trying to get everything organized and inventoried and labeled and posted online for our parts store, or stores, I suppose. For now, we're just starting with the one platform, but we'll move into multiple platforms, just, more exposure, things like that. Anyway, I wanted to give you guys kind of a tour around the place and show you what we got going on here. I want to do that because, well, I think it will be interesting. It's interesting to me. And so, not that I'm like the arbiter of what's interesting, but it's pretty cool when you're looking at like historic shit and there's a story behind it. And there's lots of teeny tiny restoration, things like that. So if you're into like detailing videos, or if you're into, where they restore like little parts or little cars or something like that, or just toys, whatever, you're gonna love like what we got coming down the pipeline, just because like that is literally what we're gonna do in conjunction with just kind of showing you shop time. So you'll see me, I'll sit down and talk with my mom. We tried that before. I'll post like kind of a clip of that.
He was working on Volkswagens in the driveway. He didn't have like a customer base, or it was right at that time he was only doing it for the family. He wanted to make sure that his kids had cars to drive.
Like I said, we're kind of learning here in terms of, you know, what content to get, how to shoot that content, how to record that content. Like, I keep wanting to check my microphone just to make sure it's on. Like, that's how it's been for about a week around here, is, you know, trying to get this stuff figured out. So anyway, I wanted to sit down and make kind of an opening video. So part of that opening video is just kind of reintroducing myself. So without further ado, I am Justin Morrison. Like I said, this is our family business. It's Rad Auto Works. I call it our family business. My family would call it my business, whatever. I call it our family business because so much of the family helps out with it. Like I said, my mom, my sister, my brother has helped me, you know, here and there. My son, my younger brother has helped in the past as well. All of our kids have given a helpful hand. Even Millie, she'll come here. It's like a bomb goes off. Actually, she probably makes more of a mess than she helps clean up, but she does help clean up. There's even a clip of her using her tools to like work on one of the cars. So yeah, she's definitely helpful. Everybody's helpful around here. And what's most helpful for me is because I do find myself spending so much time here, that when my family is here, I feel closer to them. That's important. Part when I say that out loud, it sounds a little bit selfish. If like I'm listening to it, like I'm hearing it, like I'm hearing myself say it. And so of course I could be spending, you know, my quality time at home with my family, and of course I do when I'm at home. It's just, you know, if you've ever started a business, if you've ever been like a singleton, a one-man show, I guess, or, you know, working with other people who might be volunteering their time, it's important that you show up. And so I just have to keep showing up just kind of every day. And sometimes showing up means that I'm here, you know, from the time I drop Millie off at daycare until, you know, long after everybody goes to bed. I try to make those few and far between, but, you know, sometimes it calls for that. But like I said, if you have started a business or just worked on something that you're passionate about, then you know the deal. You know, you just pour time into it and whatever. So that's yeah, that's it. I'm going to be a little bit vulnerable, and I'm just going to ask for your help here. Content, making all of this is new, and this might actually be the incorrect way to do this, so I don't know. I'm just doing this on a whim. I would like to know what it is that, you know, keeps everybody coming back, keeps everybody, you know, interested. There obviously there isn't going to be much, but much for you to judge on anyway. I'll show you around. I'll try and, you know, give you some details behind some of it. Some of it though, it's I need to know from you after you see it, you know, hey, that was cool, that wasn't very cool, whatever. If you want to be super mean about it, definitely do so publicly. That way everybody else can see how stupid you are. But if you want to be like, you know, discreet about it or whatever, you can just shoot me a text if you know me. Shoot us an email. You can go to our website, radautoworks.com. You'll see a contact form. Just throw suggestions there. Other than that, yeah, let's go take a look-sees around. Okay, I couldn't think of a better place to start. Here is the I Love wall. I know I did a pan of it before, but I'll just kind of show you a little bit closer here. Just things I love. I love the mountains. I love hiking. It's my buddy Tim. I love him too. It's my kids' artwork. Dudes, my daughter is 3.5 years old, the youngest one, and that's a Christmas tree. I don't know. I find it impressive. Is it as impressive as the older girls? You tell me. All of them are so good at art. This one's actually a portrait of my sister done by our 3-year-old. There's all the kiddos. Please be respectful as you interact with my content. They're my world. That's all of us. Yep. That's the I love wall. Kind of show you the office area. This is it. The desk, that's where a lot of work goes down. Mom actually has commandeered that area, as she has done most of the inventory. And when I say that, like, here's kind of one view of upstairs. You can see it is packed. So all of these things right here on the shelves, on the floor, have all kind of ran through this station here where everything gets cleaned before it goes onto the shelf. That's just so it's presentable, you know, and shoppable, I suppose, if you're coming to visit in store. It's kind of crazy. There are some gems that you find, like, you know, it looks like somebody took like just a piece of wood and then custom made a cover for their ashtray. It's little things that are dope like that to me. You know, these were other people's projects before. And so we have this internal like family story, but then you kind of just start to find things and learn, you know, other people's story a little bit, or the vehicle's story. But yeah, this just kind of gives you guys an idea of kind of what's been going on out here and the scope kind of what we got going on. So this is one of the things that we are the most proud of at the moment. When I say we, I mean Eric and myself. Not that Mom and April aren't, or that anybody else who comes isn't happy about this, but this was work to get this race car hung up and secured. So that's not Uncle Mark. Kind of looks like him, but that's not him. So when you walk in the door, you're immediately greeted by this stool. This stool is important to us because, well, it belonged to Grandpa. He would use it to stand on to get up higher whenever he was using his sandblaster. Yeah, so I had my uncle kind of clean it up, and then he added the initials with the VW symbol, so that was really cool of him to do. And now it greets everybody whenever they come in the door. So this is it. You come in there, and here's the shop. I'll kind of give you the For us, this place is massive. It's not like the biggest shop in the world, but it's, like I said, it's humble. It's us. It fits a lot. It fits everything. It fit 3 outbuildings worth of stuff. And so, sorry, I'm coming back here to turn the light on. Okie dokie. This is kind of the messy workshop area. So this is the aforementioned sandblaster. Eric, I'm hesitating so that you can absorb the wonder and the greatness in this contraption. Eric built a vacuum system for the sandblaster. It's incredible. It works really well. It's something to behold when you're looking at it, but it works, and so I'm good with that. It keeps it really, really clear in there whenever you're working. So that's important. So this is this is it. We, like I said, when we restore parts, we're getting after them. I mean, check it out. Kind of bouncing back and forth on what we're doing out here. So there's a little bit of everything. Kind of starting with just like little parts restoration, stuff like that. We blew apart a motor that will get rebuilt here soon. But we've got 22 motors to either break down and rebuild or rebuild kind of from scratch. This is one of the project vehicles. It is for sale in its project condition. This is a 1967 Cabriolet. We've got most of the parts, most of the metal that we'll need to redo it. So it is for sale. It's one of our projects. We will complete it and sell it when it's done, or sell it along the way. So anyway, that'll be on the channel. This one here is a 1973. My uncle named it Lowrider. Well, because he lowered it, and it kind of is a lowrider. Anyway, this car is dope. I like it. It's very clean. There is a tragic story behind this car. Whenever we were bringing it out to the shop, it was kind of like supposed to be like the sweet cap on the day, kind of a stressful day. And you know, just to get it out and everything like that. But anyway, we're on the way out to the shop. I've got the race car Jimmy rigged on a, there you go, Lowrider. I've got the race car Jimmy rigged on a trailer, headed out in front of my uncle who's driving this car, and then my buddy Eric is following him. Eric calls me and he's like, hey, Richard's car is on fire. And I'm like, what? No. He's like, yeah, so we're on the side of the road. How about you go drop off the car and then bring the trailer back? So I'm like, of course. Yeah, that right there was an oopsie. So I'm like, yeah, of course. Get out here, drop off the car, get back. And fortunately the fire was out, but look at this. Yep. So the motor had started on fire. They managed to put it out with liquid laundry detergent. So I'm not giving out safety advice, but if you've got liquid laundry detergent in your car and it happens to start on fire, you might be okay. Anyway, this created a project that wasn't supposed to be a project. This car was actually supposed to be for sale. However, we've got a little bit of work to do. As you can see, I'll open it here. I wish I had a light for you to see a little bit better, but I don't. That's okay though. There's just, you know, the interior got goobered up too, so we've got some work to do before we can get this one sold. And then the final project that's at the shop is this vehicle right here that's up on the lift. The old GT Bug. Definitely a project. There's no rear end, no motor. The body parts, so the engine, the deck lid, and the trunk lid up front, the door, all the bits and pieces are here. I mean, they're up on the shelf up there, but there she sits. There's actually a story behind the reason why this car exists. So the one I haven't really told you about is Humbug here. That is a 1957 sedan, same as this vehicle. You can tell the 57 by the oval window. That's pretty sweet. Anyway, Humbug was my uncle's high school car that they converted into a race car. And so what they did was they bought an identical 1957 in case this one ever got wrecked. They could do the old swaparoo and have a race car going, kind of back up and going quickly. There's kind of Humbug in action. I think that was taken early 2000s. I think that was the last time Humbug was kind of out in a big way. There's Grandpa. Grandpa's beloved Type 34. That one's actually sitting in my garage at home. Different trinkets, awards, things like that. What I believe is one of the biggest Hot VW collections ever. I really kind of want to display those better, so If you have any ideas, that'd be sweet. Grandpa and a couple of the cars are featured in a few of these issues, so that's kind of neat. I want those displayed also. Merry Christmas, everybody. And then here's just kind of another closer look at more of the inventory that we keep downstairs. More of the big stuff, body parts, engines, things like that. These two motors here are pretty neat. Those are both, this one's a Porsche case, Porsche parts, it's a Porsche motor. This one is a little bit of a hybrid. It's actually Porsche parts built into a Volkswagen case, so that's pretty neat. I'm actually considering getting that one built up and potentially throwing it into the convertible when it's done. And then there's a couple performance motors here. This one was actually inside of that race car. I believe it was this exact motor that held the record for being the fastest Volkswagen motor in Nebraska in its heyday. So while you might be laughing at that, our family takes pride in that, as would yours. Can your fucking family say that one of its race cars had the fastest motor of its kind in your state? I don't know. Maybe you can. We can. So we just think it's cool. That's all. Doing the old like forward facing thing is never flattering, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm 40. I'm married. Who cares? Anyway, guys, I hope that you have been as entertained as I have been trying to make this video come together. Hopefully it was entertaining and, you know, you're like just itching for more. If you are, there will be more. It's definitely something that's on the plan of things to do, so you're welcome. And if you thought it was just flat out stupid, well then God bless you, but you can fuck off too. So anyway, I love all of you. Hope to see you come back for more. Yeah, but until then, later dudes.